This is Canada Reads American Style, featuring two friends who love Canada Reads and Canadian literature. Welcome our host Rebecca from Michigan and Tara from Ontario.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Canada Reads American Style. I'm Tara and I'm here with Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca.
Good morning. Woohoo!
And woohoo, because we are here to celebrate the announcement of the Canada Reads 2026 shortlist.
And the 25th anniversary of Canada Reads.
Yes, this really should be a national holiday. I really wish we could, it's a big day. It's a big day.
And I think it should be a paid holiday.
Yes, of course. Of course. I know there are a handful of people out there who agree with us. So, yes, Canada Reads 2026, CBC just a few hours ago announced the short list along with the defenders of each book. And Rebecca and I are here to give our thoughts and then make a prediction about the winner, potential winner of the championship. Yeah. Okay. We're going to go through it book by book and then just give our thoughts. So the first one I have written down is A Minor Chorus by Billy-Ray Belcourt, defended by Elle-Máijá Tailfeathers, who is a writer, director, producer, and actor. Before we start, I'm just going to say, so when at the top of the article, CBC put their theme for the year. Now, whether or not they actually stick to the theme when the debates start, it's always a mixed bag whether or not they actually bring this back up. But they stated their theme as building bridges and the power of storytelling to inspire, connect, and grow. On their website, they gave a description of the book, a little bio about each defender, and then the defender, I really liked it. They gave like a little initial argument about why they had chosen this book. And Elle-Máijá said that she saw the book as a reminder to speak to each other across the divide, I'm just paraphrasing, and have conversations with people who might not have the same background as ourselves. She said some other things. She said it was a really nice, beautiful little blurb that she gave about what the book meant to her. And I'm going to say kudos to her for getting right from the beginning, before the debates even begin, she's already setting up a strong argument for Belcourt's book.
Yeah, I agree. I think of all of the little blurbs that they did, which, by the way, we will link to that page so you can read everything yourself if you haven't already. But I thought she made the strongest argument. She's really going to be fierce, I think.
She's ready for this. And she has almost 2 months left to prepare. And I was like, she's got her game face on and the other defenders should be ready, because I think she's going to kill it with this. I don't know anything else about her. I think I've seen her in a couple of shows that she's been in, but just from this little bit, she's ready.
I agree.
She could be the one to beat. Yeah. Book 2. Searching for Terry Punchout by Tyler Hellard, defended by Steve Dangle. It sounds so weird to say that as a name. Steve Dangle Glynn, who is a hockey podcaster. I was super excited to see this on the short list, as I think this is one of the ones I chose, that I had predicted would be on the short list. Essentially, I just really wanted to read this book and was hoping it was there. So I'm excited it's there. Again, his little initial defense of the book is not bad, actually. He's said that hockey is a means to an end in this book, so that even though it's a hockey book, it's not really a hockey book. And it is about the protagonist building bridges between he and his father, he and his hometown, and he and his past. So he brought in the theme again. So I'm like, the hockey podcaster, he's going to know how to talk too.
Yeah, with him, and plus he had that story about his grandmother, the book that was signed and everything. That was really, I thought that was really lovely.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, he doesn't come across as a real reader, like a hardcore reader, but I thought he had a really lovely reason for picking that book, and I loved what he had to say. So I think I think maybe he's a little bit of a dark horse, maybe.
Yeah. Third. Oh, I'm very excited for this third book, actually. It wasn't on my prediction list, but I'm super excited that it's here. And it is The Cure for Drowning by Loghan Paylor, defended by Tegan Quin, the musician, producer, multimedia, everything. Tegan and her sister Sarah do a lot, have written 2 graphic novels
Oh,
themselves. Yeah. So I'm excited for this. Tegan's defense of the book essentially is for the queer representation, the sibling story, the love triangle. The Cure for Drowning is a historical fiction. I read it, I loved it, and I think Tegan could do a really good job with this one.
I forgot that you had read this one. Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that, but yeah, this one sounds really interesting to me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get it here in Michigan, so that would be a little bit of a challenge for me to get that book. So I think I'm gonna kind of sit back and wait and hear what everybody has to say about it. I will probably not necessarily have it before the competition, but we will see. That's interesting. I didn't
Mhm.
know they both had written
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think they even one of their memoirs or graphic novels, sorry, I think they're like graphic novels, but also based on their life story, the sisters, uh,
Ooh.
was produced into a TV show for CBC,
Oh,
and they were the
okay.
producers and stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but
Okay, well
I
then
know.
she is definitely a contender.
Yeah, I really do think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 4. The 4th book is Foe by Iain Reid, defended by the actor Josh Dela Cruz. I have mixed feelings about this book, which I've already told Rebecca. So I'm excited that horror is being represented in the shortlist, but I was really, really hoping to see The Hunger We Pass Down by Jen Suk-Fong Lee because I loved that book, and I think there
Mhm.
was so much in that book that could have been discussed, debated, defended, even for the theme of building bridges, multi generational story, trauma had so much in it. So I was really gung ho for that book. So it's weird that I'm like kind of let down that Foe is on the short list. Weird because I really want to read Foe, but I haven't read
Mhm.
it. Iain Reid has been on my radar for years. I just have not gotten around to reading it. So I'm excited that I have the excuse to read it soon. I'm bummed that I'm bummed that it's on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a little concerned about it simply from the fact that the person who's defending it is not a reader. I
Mhm.
didn't get a sense that he was a reader. So then I thought he's got a quite a hefty in terms of themes and subject matter maybe or whatever. And I'm a little concerned that perhaps he won't, be able to defend it as strongly. I'm more
Yeah.
looking at the defenders this time around. I spent a
Yeah.
little more time thinking about the defenders. So I just don't know if he has it in him. But you know what? Every year some defender comes along that blows my mind and I go, "Jay, I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming at all." So it might be him, but I just
Yeah.
sort of feel like he might not be up to the task. I don't know.
Yeah. I have the same concerns because in his little blurb, he represented it as a break, taking a break from world politics and what's going on in the world. And I hate that defense. If that's your defense of a book of why I should read it, then I just think it's like an easy move. And then also when I read like Iain Reid, when he spoke about the book in the little blurb, he said that he was inspired by our relationship to AI, technology, space, and each other. And those are not the themes and subjects of a break book, you
Right, and
know?
not only that, the defender, Josh Dela Cruz,
Mhm.
he was an American, he's a Canadian as of 2022.
Oh, okay.
So he was born I think he was born in the US, I think, and then during COVID, it said he made the transition up because he was spending half his time in Toronto and half his time in the US, and so then he became a citizen in 2022, so he might be looking at it through the lens of his past history, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? But I agree with you, when I read that about Iain Reid's point of view, I thought, "Oh, well, that's kind of a different view
yeah,
of the book."
yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I think there is a lot in this book. It'll be interesting to see if Josh brings it forward, if he's
yeah.
able to, kind of thing. Yeah. Our final book is It's Different This Time by Joss Richard, defended by Morgann Book, who is a huge TikTok BookTok, that's what it's called, right? Can you tell how
Yeah.
often I go on BookTok? I'm like, I made myself sound super old right then. Uh, uh, BookTok influencer.
Yeah, I mean, as people may know if they've listened to the podcast before, I hate to keep hitting home this point, but I'm not a romance reader because I read so many when I was young and growing up and everything. I just really got sort of almost permanently burned out. I can read it a little bit here and there, but it's 420 pages of a romance. And I'm not saying that it's not a wonderful romance, and I sincerely am not bashing anyone who loves the genre. It's just not for me. So when I saw that, and then I also went to her book talk account, and I didn't get a sense that she does like a real deep analysis of what she's doing. She's got a very vibrant, very popular account, but I have to laugh. When I watch book talkers, I like the ones that take their time and really kind of delve a little bit into a book versus that more curated kind of TikTok, really flashy kind of videos. Do you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
like that connection as a reader. I want to hear what they really think of a book. She didn't really give me that. That's not to say she doesn't do it. I just ran through a whole bunch of videos this morning and I didn't see anything quite like that. So I'm really curious to see how she defends this book because she loves romance. I mean, she is a romance reader. Now, she said she's delving into other genre, and that's great. But she's also got 4 other people that are gonna have to read a 420-page romance, and I just have no idea how that will go.
Yeah,
So, I hate to say it, does it go out does the romance go out first day? I don't know.
I don't know. It
I have no
could,
idea.
because I was hopeful when I first saw, because I've heard her several times. She's been on the next chapter on CBC's The Next Chapter, with
Mhm.
Antonio Michael Downing. So I was like, oh, okay, like she's used to talking about books and she's got millions of followers, right? Like through
Yeah.
social media. So I was like, okay, like she's comfortable talking about books. Maybe this is the person to defend a romance and bring it forward, even though it was a romance I'm not really interested in reading either. Like the story didn't grab me enough that I wanted to really read it.
Mhm.
But then her little debate about it is that it's a feel good novel escaping into a beautiful romance world. Well, like, come on. I'm not convinced right there. I'm sorry. I can go to any romance novel and get that. Why would I go to this romance novel
Yeah,
for it?
yeah. And I hate to say it, but size matters sometimes.
I
And
love that you're saying that for a romance book.
I know, and I can't help but say it's 420 pages.
Yeah.
I just, I don't know. I like I said, I swear, if you're a lover of romance, there are, I think, so many other great options out there. I just think for Canada Reads to have such a big book, it's gotta really have a lot of content that you can
Mhm.
defend, and it's gotta be more than, like you said, just a feel-good kinda book, kinda story.
Yeah. Like I wanted to see her come out strong this first, like the first representation that she has of the book, come out like Elle-Máijá Tailfeathers and like
Yes.
slam that theme home right from the beginning. And
Mhm.
she has not. Like she's
Right.
gone like with the obvious kind of defense for a romance. So I'm hoping she brings more on the first day. If she doesn't, then see you later. So
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
man, I am feeling feisty this morning, but okay. So there's our 5 books. Of the 5 of them, I've read 2, so I'm super excited by that. Although, so those being A Minor Chorus and The Cure for Drowning. I may revisit A Minor Chorus. I'm not sure because it's a shorter book. So I'm thinking I may revisit it. We have lots of reading time.
Mhm.
But I'm excited to read Searching for Terry Punchout and Foe. It's different this time, the romance. I may pass on it and see if she can convince me to read it.
Oh, that's really cool. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Mhm.
How are you feeling about aside from your availability is an issue for you this time too?
Yeah, I do have access to a minor course and faux. In fact, my local library has both of those, so that's great. The romance, I'm no offense, I'm just not going to read it. And then the other two, let's see. Oh, Cure for Drowning and the Searching for Terry Punchout, I don't have access to those, and I even looked to see if I could buy them on the 2 sources I use. I don't use Amazon. I use, Barnes& and Noble and, bookshop.org, which provides money to, independent bookstores, which I love, which is why it's always my primary source. It's not available. Those 2 books are not available in either of those
Yeah.
sources. So, it may very well may be that I don't read those 2 and that I just read, a minor course in faux. We'll see. We'll see how, because I'll tell you, if the blurbs start coming out and readers are just raving about whatever, I may make a trip to Canada, to Sarnia, to pick up a couple of copies,
Yeah.
or copies of those books. Yeah. So how are you feeling overall?
Good. I'm super excited for it. I really, aside from being weirdly disappointed in a couple of ones, but at the same time excited to read the books, I am excited to read those 2 books that I haven't read. What really is exciting me about, and I mentioned this to Rebecca before we started recording, is the late date of Canada Reads. The debates this year start from the April 13th to the
Mhm.
16th, I believe, and usually they're in March.
Yeah.
And the way my work works is that I generally am working during the Canada Reads debate, so I have to like fit them in throughout my day or at the end of the day before we record and stuff like this. This morning, I was super excited to look and see that because the debates are landing after Easter, I'm actually going to be off the entire week of Canada Reads, because I was
Woohoo.
planning on taking off like the Thursday, the last day for the big finale. And now I'm going to be off for the whole week. And I am super excited. It's like a Canada Reads holiday.
Yeah, that's fantastic, and I will tentatively speaking right now, I will not be available on the Monday of Canada Reads. I'll be in Chicago, and so Tara may very well be doing that podcast by herself, but it won't go up till later because 'cause I'll record it. I mean, I'll edit it and get it up and available as soon as I get home, but, that may just be our Monday
Yeah,
experience, but things can change, you never know,
you never
so.
know. And you can even send in your thoughts as you see stuff pop up, and I'll
Mhm.
present that. And
Oh, yeah.
who knows if it's by myself, which it will probably be because I'm a little bit lazy to find someone else. It'll be, who knows what's going to happen.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
Can I just jump back and say one thing
Yes,
too?
please.
This is funny. So, this year, I had my worst prediction
Oh,
ever,
that's, yeah.
ever. It's actually really funny because I really wanted Oxford Soju Club. I just felt like the
Mhm.
themes, there was so much they could have talked about with that book. So, that's my one, really, I'm bummed out that didn't
Yeah.
make it. I went 0 for 5. I did not even pick one book for the list this year. So that's why I'm a little less enthusiastic about uh, this year's Canada Reads, because I kind of picked the books I thought were going to be really great to defend and also that I wanted to read. So I'm a little bummed about that.
Mhm.
And you were 1 for 5.
Yes. I actually thought I was 2 for 5 until you reminded me and I looked at my list, because I thought I had chosen The Cure for Drowning only because I liked that book so much and kind of wanted to be there. But
Mhm.
who knows why I didn't choose it. But
Yeah.
anyway, so yes, I'm only 1 for 5. I have a question for you actually that I just thought of.
Mhm.
What do you think of no nonfiction being on the list? Right? It's all fiction this year.
Oh, how funny.
I don't
Geez, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's ever been a season without a nonfiction book.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, in a way, I'm actually glad there's at least no memoir,
Mhm.
because it's really hard to vote against a memoir. It is. Not that it doesn't happen, it certainly has in the past, but I feel like sometimes it's hard to say things about someone's life experience. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? You don't want to insult them. It's their life experience, but it can be a challenge. So I think in that way, I'm okay. But that's interesting. You know what? That did not even dawn on me as I
Yeah.
was going through this list. So that was a good observation. Yeah, I didn't
Mm.
know. How do you feel about it?
Oh, I'm fine with it. Like you said, for the same reason that people are often, if it's a nonfiction, it's generally a memoir, and people are afraid to critique generally a memoir because they feel like they're critiquing the person directly, which they're
Mhm.
not. They're it's the work of writing that you're critiquing, but people feel like they're offending someone if they go against a memoir. So I'm okay with it not being there. And I think that's why I actually probably didn't put The Cure for Drowning on my list, is because I had chosen the memoir Restaurant Kid by Rachel Phan to be on the short list, because I just figured there was going to be a nonfiction. So of the two that were nonfiction that were on the long list, this was the one I chose. So
Okay,
it's
you know
interesting.
what? I was thinking there wasn't even anything on the long list. Sorry about that. I totally forgot. Yeah, because I picked Crossroads. That was I picked that memoir. You picked Restaurant Kid, which I actually think both of them sound really good.
Me too.
Yeah, so I totally forgot about that. I was thinking long list, not short list. Yeah, I think that's good though. But can I just throw out though?
Of course.
Sometimes people don't mind bashing them, because From the Ashes got hosed so hard. It was the worst thing ever. It should have won. Absolutely should have won.
Yep.
And the Defender called it trauma porn, which was, I still find that so offensive.
Yeah.
And it just, I can't ever forget it because it pissed me off so bad. So.
Me too. Me too. And it's been what? How many years?
I know. I can't get over it. I just can't get over it. It should have won. Anyway.
It should have won. It should have won. When we think about some of the memoirs that have won, and I won't get into specifics because I don't want to annoy people, but when I think about some of the memoirs that have won in the past, and then that From the Ashes didn't win.
I know.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. So should we make our predictions for what we think?
Yes.
We have to make our
Let's
predictions.
go. Let's go. We'll end with our predictions.
Okay. I am actually going to say who I think will be the last two standing. And this is simply because I put stars next to these two books. So I feel like, and I, again, really based it on the Defenders. And it could be just, again, I went 0 for 5, so I'm probably going to flame out here too, but whatever. I'm picking Minor Chorus and also A Cure for Drowning. I think those two. Oh, is that what you picked?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So if we
never
crash,
agree.
we crash together.
Yeah. I just felt like those are the two. I think those are the two books that I think maybe they're kind of like traditionally the kind of books that you might see on a Canada Reads list, maybe.
True.
But I also think those two Defenders seem, I just feel like of the 5, those are the two strongest people.
Yeah. I think the Defender and book are matched up really, really well in both of these cases.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm kind of going for it, because I think there's a lot in each book, and I think each Defender is going to be ready to bring it home.
Excellent.
My God, I can't believe that we chose the same two. That's awesome.
I know, but think about it. We went 0 for 5 and 1 for 5.
Yeah, we may have just cursed them.
Maybe so.
Maybe this is the year that a romance wins. That in itself. Oh, I know. I wish you could see the look on Rebecca's face. It would be history making. It would be really cool for a genre book to win.
I just keep thinking, if they want a quality romance, they can find a good one and find a good person to defend it. And it can't just be feel good. It can't just be that. There are themes in romances. We all know it. We've all read them. We love them. There are awesome themes in romances, and they're just, you can't just go, oh, because it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It has a happy ending. Of course, we know it has a happy ending.
Yeah.
We know.
It's in a beautiful setting. No.
Exactly.
Okay, there we go. That's our thoughts on the Canada Reads 2026 shortlist. Share your thoughts with us in comments or send us a DM. We would love to hear them. And until April 13th, I mean, you will see us before then, but until April 13th, just keep reading. Happy reading.
Thank you for joining us on our bookish journey. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, rating, and reviewing Canada Reads American Style wherever you listen. You can connect with the podcast and Rebecca on Instagram at Canada Reads American Style, and with Tara at On a Branch Reads. Until next time, keep reading.